Off again. The guy can't follow at all. AI doesn't know how to follow. Welcome back, guys, to some more F1 22 driver career mode with Williams F1 team. We are heading into the Dutch Grand Prix, the Netherlands Grand Prix. Doing okay recently, I must say. I mean, we've been securing some good points here and there. P6 finish around a very wet Spa-Francorchamps circuit around Belgium, and hopefully we can keep this going. And yeah, it's looking good for like we will be scoring some more points. Car is feeling okay. I feel like a couple more upgrades would do us good here, and hopefully we can stay powerful, but no upgrades coming through before the Dutch Grand Prix, so we're essentially going to be using the same car. Powertrain department has something for us. Head to the simulator or attend the meeting. The time spent in the simulator was worthwhile, but the powertrain department was disappointed you could not make it to the meeting. Powertrain morale has dropped by 10%. Okay, that's an interesting development there. And just one thing I wanted to show you guys was under settings, if we go to simulation settings, I thought I was driving like on lower AI difficulty or something because we were securing a lot of points for Williams, but we're still driving 110. I think it's just the weather impacting the field and neutralizing everyone, so even the fast cars are struggling than the slower ones. So if it's dry around the Dutch Grand Prix, we're definitely not going to be scoring points. We just got lucky with the weather because wet weather makes everything difficult and all of the drivers struggled. In other news, we have wheel rim covers failing, redesigned brake ducts in the works, fuel tank positioning in the works with cockpit weight reduction, okay. And we have no powertrain upgrades in the works, so maybe we can get something done, please. And durability seems to be on a standstill, so hopefully we can get some stuff through. We have 4 items in the works: aerodynamics and chassis. So let's just head to the Dutch Grand Prix. All right, it's time for the Dutch Grand Prix weekend. It is time for the Pirelli Hot Lap event before the weekend itself. So let's do rival duel. We know the drill. It is to battle a rival and try to get 3 wins out of 3. So let's try and get that. So Tremblay is behind us. Let's try and get the stub here. And we're off. Yep, Tremblay struggling. It's the AMG, the Mercedes, which is a very good car. It's a very stable car, I keep saying in every single one of these challenge videos. I can easily control the car. Nice. I think it's all the way up to the start finish line here. Nice. There we have it. Another victory under the belt. First win out of 3. Let's go to the next one. Why am I swerving? Alright, 1 win. 2 more to go. Let's go. So the second one, we're on level terms with Tremblay. Let's see. Oh, he's got a better exit or release. Down the inside. Oh. Oh. Nearing disqualification due to infractions. Well, I didn't see, like, it's hard to judge where the track limits are in these cars. I have limited field of view, so I do apologize about that. But get good, Tremblay. There we go, another victory under the belt. 2 out of 2. Let's go for 1 more for 3 out of 3. Let's go. All right, 2 out of 3. Let's go for the final one. All right, we're trailing Tremblay for this one. It's a challenge of trying to get some pace and overtaking Tremblay. Got a great exit. Oh, I dove it in a little too aggressively there. I'm gonna take it slow around the outside, give him the position back. Maybe I scuffed it. This time it's more fair, I would say. Alright, leaving him the space. And he's behind me. There we go. Another victory under the belt. See ya, mate. Eat my dust. 3 out of 3. Let's go. There we have it. 3 out of 3 wins. Gold with the Mercedes AMG GTR Pro. You'll love to see it. And there we go. 3 wins out of 3. 1,000 acclaim earned. And it's time for the race weekend. Let's head on in. F1 Circuit Zandvoort Dutch Grand Prix time. It's time for the practice programs and then qualifying and then race. This is not a sprint race weekend. So let's just see if we can secure a good result here today. And here we go. It is time for qualifying around the Zandvoort circuit for the Dutch Grand Prix. A little bit of mixed weather in the free practice sessions. A little bit of rain early doors. Went out on the inters and they did a couple laps. Completed 2 programs with that. And then we waited until the dry stint came just to get a couple laps in dry conditions. Why is that? Well, because qualifying itself will be dry. It's sunny conditions right now. No real threat of rain on the circuit right now. But the race itself is going to be wet. There's a chance of rain, 53% or so, straight on from 0 minutes all the way to 1 hour. So we're gonna assume that it's gonna be intermediate conditions. So we're gonna put on a dry setup on the car, try to stay competitive in qualifying, and then really push on race day so that we can make the most out of the wet stint. The field will be neutralized again, as I keep saying. So we'll see. Oh god, we'll see if we can keep pushing the car to its limits and staying competitive against the other teams. So let's take a look. Yeah, despite the graphics showing some rain, it's literally not going to rain at all. It's sunny conditions out there, as you can see on the engineers' faces. So let's just head out, see what kind of results we can bring with this car and see if we can stay competitive. All right, here we go. Coming around the bend. The banked turn before the start finish straight. Let's see. Punch it out of there. Williams car. Where do we sit? Last place by 1.6 seconds behind Tsunoda. Yikes. That is quite a gap. I'm a little worried here. Alright, here we go. Another lap done. Low fuel. ERS is a little low. 4 tenths improved. 4.5 tenths improved. Not fast enough. 1:11.9 is the record I set. Still seems to be back of the grid. Let's head back to the garage. Alright, we're not improving by much. How am I so slow, by the way? Why am I so slow? I don't know. We're 500s improved. That's going to be P20. Where's my pace? The car just slows down on the straight. What's going on? Is that because I have an engine issue or something? I don't know. Very bizarre circumstances. Whenever I'm coming out of corners and like pushing, I was on fresh softs, low fuel, and I just don't have the speed out of turns in the last lap. I don't understand why. There's no reason for it to be that slow. I'm 9 tenths slower than Latifi. Stroll, Ocon, and Vettel are also out, but very strange where I just don't have power out of corners. Strange. My straight line speed is also very compromised on the last lap compared to my first and second lap, which is a bit bizarre as well. But anyway, we're moving on to race day. I'm contemplating whether I should take grid penalties or not. Maybe. We'll see. You'll know when we go into race day. Here we go.
Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. 2.6 miles then make up a lap here at a very wet Zandvoort circuit, where some tricky braking zones and sudden drops can make it all too easy to slide off into the gravel. 14 corners overall, a 678-metre main straight. That will provide the best chance for overtaking. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Perez, Valtteri Bottas, and Fernando Alonso. Hamilton, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mick Schumacher. Norris, they've taken a grid penalty, and Pierre Gasly. Vettel, Ocon, Lance Stroll and Latifi. The rookie, Magnussen, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Guan Yu Zhou and Yuki Tsunoda. Ricciardo and Max Verstappen completes the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Natalie Pinkham, good to have you with us here today. Your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? As a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
So up to P15, no grid penalties at all because I did not take a new engine component. I didn't switch out the engine at all. So the session forecast just shows clouds, but it is raining right now. It seems like there might be a dry stint coming. Not quite sure. Let's toggle a personalized strategy and drop our fuel load to somewhere around 36 laps. Yeah, just a little over seems okay, and we should be good to go. If the dry stint comes, we'll just move on to the dry tires. It is not that hard to control. So Latifi and myself out to P14, P15 is a good sign for Williams. We do have a shot at some points today, and we're off. So let's heat these tires, do the usual thing that the formation map is good for, and we should be good to go. Alright, heating up the tires for one last time. Left side likes to heat up more than the right. But also, did I even have a dry race recently? I don't remember having a dry race at all. Every single race so far has been wet to some extent. Alright then, it's time to get this race underway. Another wet race on the calendar, 5 red lights. And we're underway here for the Dutch Grand Prix. Decent getaway. Alright. Oh my god. Sliding in behind Schumacher. Gonna lose out of position here. Stop squeezing me on the outside. Oh. Okay, VSC's out. K-Mag is out. Somehow I snuck it past Gasly as soon as the VSC came out. I was ahead of him. Wow. P10. Max Verstappen is out. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but you guys are seeing the replay. That must be one heck of a crash or something. Must be a safety car surely, but no, VSC is the only thing. I mean, I guess the safety car isn't going to come out because we've had so many safety cars recently. So I'm assuming the FIA is a little shy to press the safety car button because they were so trigger happy in previous Grand Prix. Okay, we can press on. That delta is insane. 10 seconds, really. Let me just press on then. Let me just go racing conditions. Might as well not be a VSC.
Virtual safety car is ending.
Okay, VSC is ending.
Until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Okay, green flag running.
Green flag. The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear.
Oh, yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Yellow flag.
Okay, clear.
Sebastian Vettel's out. Seems like there's a safety car. Safety car.
Safety car. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track. Be careful. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Safety car's out. do I pit? I'm only 17% worn. I don't know if I can go 28 laps on the inters. Yeah, I'm staying out. Screw it. I'm not pitting. Absolutely no reason for us to. Alright, safety cars coming in this lap. We've saved up a lot of fuel. And also saved the tire a little bit to keep us going until lap 18, or maybe even get the overcut on some of these guys. I don't know. We'll see. Still in P10. Maybe we can get Schumacher here. Let's see. I just need a good restart. Here we go. I think I can dive it in on Schumacher here. Green flag. Big dive.
They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Oh my god. Norris gave me the space. Is that Norris or is that Ricardo? Norris. Okay. We'll take that. I mean, he gave me space. I'll take it. Oh, someone's off again. You see, I think it's that glitch again. The AI. Whenever AI is falling. Okay, Gasly's out. Yep. It's unsafe re-entry. No safety car, but Gasly's out. I think it's because the AI can't follow. They don't know how to follow behind you, and they just fling themselves off into the distance and then try to re-enter the track unsafely and then just crash out some other AI driver. Well, we're gonna keep our concentration here. It's a very slippery track right now. I'm gonna try and stay competitive. Weather report.
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Okay, box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Let's go. New Inter's on the car now. It's our pit window. I wonder how many people are pitting. The Ferrari pits, the leader, I think Leclerc, pits. A Mercedes pits. I'm gonna pit Bottas pits as well.
Bottas is stopping now.
Schumacher goes for an extra lap. Norris has a 5-second time penalty. Let's see. Can I get a good stop in, please? Optimal. Nice. 2.4. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful stop.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
My teammates in 12th. 34 seconds behind. Nice. Good pit stop. And we're off to the races. Let's see out the rest of Grand Prix here. Alright, let's see if we get the undercut on some of these people. Surely a bunch of them are pitting right now. Ooh.
And gap to the car in front is 13.4 seconds.
Am I ahead of the Haas? Yes, ahead of Schumacher. I maintain position here. Beautiful.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Let's go, let's go. I see a yellow flag.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is
Turn 1.
2 seconds.
Is that just a slip? Might be a slip. Never mind. It looks like it's clear. But that's some action. Oh well. Let's keep pushing. How is Bottas pulling away? I do not know. We need to push on Bottas.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Okay. There's a sensor issue. All my tires are deflated apparently. It's one of those again. Yeah, tires look fine on my MFD.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.4 seconds.
I have so much pace compared to my teammate here. I need to stay focused though, because Schumacher's right on my tail. Continuing to do laps here. Bottas all of a sudden had some pace, like he was really pushing.
Lost some time to the car behind.
Or I'm just getting slow. I guess my engine's dying or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's just consistent laps. Schumacher doesn't seem to have the pace to get ahead of me. So yeah, we are maintaining P7. Let's keep it up. Let's keep pushing. Alright, staying consistently ahead of the cars behind. Just a quick update because I feel like it's going to be an extremely short video if I don't do these updates. It's been very quiet. Lando Norris has caught up to Schumacher though. So we'll see. It's going to get spicy towards the end of the Grand Prix. So stay tuned guys, stay tuned. Rival status.
They're in 10th place. Okay, so the gap is 5.7 seconds. Time last lap was a 1:21.1.
Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 32.9 seconds. They're on old intermediates. They're in 13th place. And the time last lap was a 1:22.0.
Alright, defend for your life.
Final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race. This is it. Norris is right behind me.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Come on. Come on. We're staying ahead of Norris, man. Oh, he's off again. The guy can't follow at all. AI doesn't know how to follow.
Green flag. Okay, there's been an incident.
Big Schumacher's out. Unsafe
debris.
entry.
Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans
Come
for a
on.
safety car.
I was expecting a good battle with Norris, but he just doesn't know how to follow. Like seriously, bro, follow me nicely. But it's not only me. Like I've seen other cars struggle throughout the season. Whenever they're trailing other cars, they just lose it. Is there something with the dirty air? Is there something with the aerodynamics? I don't know. I've never seen that in real life, but AI doesn't know how to follow cars. But anyway, that's P7 secured. Decent position, but a boring Grand Prix overall.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Rain always has the potential to liven up a race and mix up the order, and they've taken full advantage of that to claim the victory today. It's a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to stay on the circuit and have come out on top.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
What a result for Ferrari. 1-3 for them with George Russell, is it? The Mercedes driver splitting the two Ferraris. And overall, I must say we did well to maintain a P7 finish today. It was boring keeping that P7 because people don't know how to follow in the final stages of the race. And also, no one really threatened my position in P7. So, yeah, straightforward race, another wet race. ticked off on the calendar, and we'll take some more points. Well, here we have the result of the Dutch Grand Prix. Leclerc, Russell, and Sainz on the podium. Perez, Hamilton, Bottas, myself, Ocon, Alonso, and Norris on the top 10 points positions, with Norris getting a 5-second time penalty. Ricciardo, Zhou, Latifi, Tsunoda, Schumacher round out the finish, or rather I should say Tsunoda rounds out the finishers, with Schumacher, Gasly, Stroll, Vettel, Verstappen, and Magnussen not finishing the race today. Quite a big list of DNFers. Standings wise, we don't move on these standings. We're still P12 with 36 points to our name. We gained some points today, which is good. Perez and Hamilton climbed the table to P4, P5 respectively, with Max Verstappen falling down the grid. Leclerc still in the lead with 92-point gap to his teammate Carlos Sainz, and there's another 16-point gap between Sainz and Russell. So things are going to get tasty here between Sainz and Russell, unless Leclerc gets a series of DNFs or doesn't get any points, and then Sainz and Russell push up the table. It's going to get an interesting second half of this season, or the later half of the season. Ocon overtakes Zhou for P13, and Bottas overtakes Ricciardo for P9. Williams Racing still in P8, solidifying our position there as we sit isolated between Alpine and Aston Martin. Ferrari are way in the lead, 147 points ahead of Mercedes, and the Red Bull team are just behind by 19 points. Stunning Grand Prix overall. P7 is a good number of points secured for Williams and myself for the Drivers' Championship, but I must say it was a very boring Grand Prix overall. Really maintained a P7 position ever since I got into that position early doors, and then the pit stop was straightforward. We didn't gain any position, nor did we get any advantage over anyone else, so it is what it is. I mean, it pretty much was a straightforward Grand Prix. The AI just doesn't know how to follow. The first collision with Verstappen and Magnussen was actually this identical one as the one with Norris and myself, and then I think Gasly and someone else, Vettel, I think. So the AI just doesn't know how to follow another car. Everyone is struggling. As soon as you get behind another car, they slip, get off, like go wide on the turn, and then re-enter very dangerously and cause a massive collision. Especially the early doors, Max Verstappen and Magnussen crash was bad, and then the other one, I don't remember who it was, the Norris Schumacher crash was pretty bad as well. And then I think Stroll and someone else got involved in a big crash as well. Stroll and Gasly, I think, got in a big crash as well, which is very bad, and did cause a couple of safety cars. So we'll take the points, we'll take the stupidity of the AI, we'll benefit from it, and we move on to the next round. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully you guys are excited to see how the season will end. We are close to the end. I think we are getting there to the business end of the season, so let's see if we can keep this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. More F1 content will be coming up on the channel, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. See you guys in the next episode.